Hello?
Good evening, Miss Antui. Thanks for doing this for me on such short notice.
No wahala, Mama. It's my pleasure.
So, am I still expecting my piece tomorrow?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Which one is this one? Which one is this one again now? Oh, God. So this is the problem. If you look closely, you can see that because we have our bobbin is not very thread coming out of our bobbin is not very tight. You can see that we have a lot of loose stitches from the bobbin showing on top. So I used pink thread in my bobbin. If I turn underneath, you will see pink, but you're not supposed to be seeing your bobbin thread on top. And if your machine is doing this, your stitches are going to be loose. If I flip over, you see this. By the time your customer wears the cloth and it gets stretched out, their your thread will be showing like this, which is not good. So I'm going to so that's the problem. This is how it's not supposed to look this way. So this is what a healthy stitch looks like. So from the top part here, you can't see the thread that I used in my bobbin showing on top, right? You can see. So if you look under here, you can't see the bright green showing. This is the thread from my bobbin. This is the thread I had on top. So let me show you how we're going to go about it. Let me show you how to fix the issue. So if you are sewing and you can see the thread from under, that's the thread you're using in your bobbin showing at the top. That problem is probably caused by your bobbin being loose, but just so that we can cancel out all of the issues that we have. Now this would work on even if on a manual machine like this, or if you have an industrial machine, because at the end of the day the principles are all the same. The thread comes from somewhere, from where you have to keep your thread. On the industrial machine it will be somewhere up here, so it will come pass around your tension and it will come out. So it's the same thing on whatever machine you are using. So first of all, you have to make sure that your tension is not too loose. This can be one of the places that can give you issues if you're having loose stitches. So but let me loosen it out a decent bit so that I show you how to go about it. So what I like to do is I put my thread in the way you're supposed to, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this all the way until it stops turning, so until I can't tighten it anymore. And as you can see, my thread is not coming out. And what I like to do, this is just like a piece of advice. You can always tweak it for your preference. I'm going to turn back here 2 times. So you see this knob, you're going to keep your finger facing this point. So you see this point that I have here, right next to here. Okay, hold it like so. I'm talking about the level that your thumb should be at, and I'm going to turn back 2 times. 1, 2. Okay, that's always a good place to start from. If your machine is healthy, that should be more than enough to make sure that you have just enough tension. All right, so after we've done this, let's move on to the main issue. That is the bobbin. Now you can always just get a new bobbin and not worry about all of this. But most times in this job that we have chosen to do, you would either be sewing late in the evening where all of the shops that you can get this from have closed, or you might be working in a home studio like I am in right now, and it's far from everywhere. There's no place here where I can get a bobbin, and there might be a time crunch. There's always a reason. You might be sewing on a Sunday, like today is a Sunday. So if I was sewing and I had an issue with my bobbin, I probably cannot get a new one, and sometimes the job cannot wait until the next day. So this is to help you if you're in a fix like that. So let's look at our bobbin.
So this here is a brand new shuttle. I bought this one like a few days after making the video, but when I wanted to test it out, I noticed that even for a brand new shuttle, it's very, very loose. The amount of thread is given out with each pull is too much. So this, though it might not be as severe as the case that I used for the video, but this is still going to affect your stitches a bit. Let's keep this new one aside. And this is the bobbin that I would tighten in this. I'll show you how to tighten in this video, and you can see when I pull on it, it's not rattling inside and it's not giving out as much thread as the other. There's some resistance, so that's what you want. So even if you have a new shuttle, this would help.
So before we begin, the only tool you will need for this is a small screwdriver like the one that I have here. Now this screwdriver usually comes as a bonus when you buy an industrial machine, but any other screwdriver with a small head like the one I have here would do. Now what causes this issue? Now okay, first of all, this is an unhealthy shuttle. So this is the one that is loose, and this is the shuttle that I have here. This is a healthy shuttle, so you can see that the pull that it has is good. You see there's a bit of resistance in the shuttle. If we look at this other one here, that's the bad one, you will see that it is loose. Now why does this happen? I don't know. It could be that your village people are working overtime, or it could be that you are a pharaoh and you have used the shuttle for 1,000 years and you refuse to change it, and just decides that, and the shuttle has decided that today is the day of reckoning and you would suffer. But yeah, I'm here to intercede on your behalf. I'm going to show you how to fix this. Now the issue is you're going to take out the bobbin. Look at me calling it shuttle like a village boy. Now the issue is that this part here is too loose. So you see this place that we have here, the issue is that that's too loose, and we're going to need to loosen this knot here and bend this in order to make it flatter. I'll show you how to do that now. Now what I'm showing you on this bobbin, now this bobbin is for some tabletop machines or a manual machine like the example that we have here, but whatever I would show you would apply to even an industrial machine. Now this is an old industrial machine shuttle that I have here. You can see the difference. It doesn't have the hook that this one has. I'll be focused. Okay, you can see that it doesn't, this one doesn't have the hook that this one has, but it's still the same principle. If you look at this, you'll see that we have two screws here. So these are the screws you would unscrew if you run into the issue and using an industrial straight sewing machine. So let me keep that aside. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to loosen the knot that we have here. Now before we start unscrewing, the first step will be to unscrew these bolts that we have here. Now before we start unscrewing this thing, if you know how to pray, better start praying, because if you've been using the shuttle for a long time, chances are this bolt is going to be very difficult, but it's not impossible. You are going to push down on the bolt, right? You're going to push down on the bolt. You see that? Use some force. Be careful not to injure yourself. My hand is not there. Okay, and then you start to loosen. Alright, so this is the piece that we have brought out. This is the reason why the shuttle has no tension. So what you want to do is you want to slightly bend it, because the problem now is that the curve is not perfect, so it has opened up. You want to slightly bend it. Don't bend it until the thing forms a V. You can see it's a U. So you want to bend the tip just slightly. That's what I'm doing. Okay, not too much. The tip especially, not the whole body. That's this tip that you have. You're trying to bend it so that it presses itself flat on that point that we have. Now after you've done that, that's pretty much it. It's just for you to screw it back now, and you do this a couple of times if necessary until you get it right. So you're going to install it back by putting it, so you see in front of here there are two tips that you have. You're going to take those tips and align it inside this hole. That's the straight hole you have. So there's another hole here. You take the bottom of the shuttle, plant it inside here, push it forward until it sits inside there. Okay, and then if we adjust it, okay, so you see that you flatten it, you fix it back, arrange it in such a way where you can see the hole that you need to put your screw back in perfectly. Then you drop the screw inside there and then tighten it back.